Slovenia.
Yep, good old Slovenia.
Today we are going to a small town called Piran. We are going to see the best of Piran.
Yes.
So let's get going. We hopped on a bus and joined our tour guide for a 30-minute ride to Piran, or so we thought. The countryside was absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, our bus ride took an unforeseen turn. We are on the tour of restrooms. That's what happens when you come with a lot of people. Everyone has to stop all the time. Especially when you've been on a cruise, eating at the buffet every 2 hours.
Alright, so it's been 30 minutes. We're still sitting here, waiting for somebody who obviously needs to be banned from the buffet. I don't even see anybody in sight.
Hey, you should stop. People can hear you.
It's like somebody's obviously having a medical emergency in the bathroom because, like, you can see quite a ways, and I don't see anybody even still walking towards us. This is ridiculous.
It was a bit frustrating because we really wanted to go see something, and yet, no, we're just sitting here.
By the time they're done, the rest of us are going to, didn't go, we're going to have to go to the bathroom.
But we will not. After about 40 minutes, we finally got back on the road, and we only had about a 5-minute ride left to Piran. We finally made it to Piran. This charming peninsula town is located on the coast of the Adriatic Sea, and wherever you're at, you're only a 10-minute walk from the beach. Piran is really pretty and a nice little town. Unfortunately, our tour is not that great because we just keep standing around and not actually doing anything, and the 30-minute bathroom break. But I would suggest coming here, but with a little more options to do what you would like to do.
Yeah, for sure.
In the famous Tartini Square, where we started, folks will often find craftsmen selling their goodies, or you can simply walk the winding cobbled streets from one shop to the next. It's really, really beautiful. The Church of St. George, the largest church in town, is one of the best places to take in amazing views. But we didn't have time to go to the church, you know, the whole restroom break thing. Anyway, you can pay a small fee to climb the church's bell tower and gaze out at the seas. Piran is made of salt is a common Slovenian saying, and the town is internationally famous for its salt. Tourists can purchase bags of salt from street vendors throughout the city. The next part of our day included a visit to a local village and some homemade delicacies that did not disappoint.
Please, to buy some truffle, good price.
The people were so inviting and kind, and the food was delicious, from truffle pasta to asparagus lasagna.
This cheese is the best cheese that I've tasted ever.
Someone spilled wine on my white shoes, so Kevin is washing them, I hope. Here he comes. Let's see if it got out. He's the master washer.
Check that out.
He's a master. Clean shoes.
Yeah, I guess so. The trick to that is if you spill wine on something, get it underwater immediately.
On the way back to the port, we decided to check in on our family compound, Bee Free Acres. And much to our surprise, they were already working and they were building the walls. Before we knew it, we had walls going up, and it all happened so quickly. Alright, so we finished our adventure. Let me go ahead and just say ahead of time that had the adventure gone as it was intended, I think it would be a really nice way to see a good bit of stuff while you're here at port. It was still fun and we had a great time. I wish that we would have had more time in Piran and we would have not felt rushed the entire time. That didn't feel quite so good. So you do have to be prepared that if you're with the cruise ship, you're gonna be with a lot of people. So.
Yeah, and unfortunate that we wasted 35 minutes at the bathroom and we didn't
And then another 30 minutes waiting for people to get to the bus.
Yeah, so it was about an hour's worth of wasted time at least. But other than that, the food was very good. It ended stronger than it started. So, you know, I'm not really giving it a thumbs up. I'm kind of, but the thumb's pointing down just a touch, but not completely.
But Slovenia was beautiful and we had a great time seeing the countryside. So get out there, have an adventure, and be free. See you
in the next adventure.
So here's one other tip for when you're in Koper and you're on at the port. If you're on a cruise ship, you can actually go, hopefully you can see it behind me, just right across from the ship, go up on the elevator and you're right downtown in the little square of Koper. So even if you have an excursion and then you want to just get over there, you can do it real quick and it's easy cheesy, or easy peasy. Not cheesy, it's not cheesy, it's peasy.
So, words of wisdom that I can give you: don't go into a foreign country without your passport.
I just think I would just go ahead and go on over to Koper and explore the little square of Koper and get some local food there and enjoy. Save yourself a little money probably too. The reason I think I would recommend just going right over to Koper and riding the elevator up to the square and enjoying the square is just because when you go on the tour to Piran, which is really cool, you just don't have much time there. Even if things are all running smoothly, you're still on limited time. So this will give you a lot more time if you want to spend it somewhere. To do some exploring, we are going to see, what is it? Oh. I think you got a cookie on your teeth.